From art to poetry and literature, the majesty of the great outdoors has always been a source of inspiration for mankind. In our next segment, you'll hear how a young chef in Finland longed for a change, took a chance, and became a reindeer herder. Daniel Monahan has the story.
A wide open blue sky, the sound of hoofbeats pounding on the trail, mounds of fresh snow weighing on sagging pine boughs. For Janita, her career as a reindeer herder has brought her back to that innocent wildness of childhood.
We grew up in a way like a countryside, so our parents, they were not like watching us all the time.
Her father was one of the first to start reindeer tours in the town of Levi in Finland. And she had always wanted to own a farm, but believing it was not the best way to make a living, Janita ended up studying tourism. She then spent nearly a decade in hospitality as a chef and as a waitress.
My problem was that after a while I felt like there was no challenge, and then the job itself got a bit boring.
But sometimes what you are looking for is right in front of you. So one day, she decided to return to her roots, take a leap, and start her own company. Janita now spends her time reindeer sledding as part of her tourism company in the magical snowy forest in Levi. A typical day starts at 7. Janita goes out to meet her reindeer with food and harness. She collects berries and makes hay for the animals. Janita says if you're a dog person, you might not like reindeer.
Reindeers are like cats, so their personalities are a bit like, some of them are really curious, some of them are really social, don't mind to come close, and then there is the kind of reindeer that they don't want to come close to people and they rather be by themselves. It's like cats.
In the spring, the reindeer are released back into the wild to prepare for the winter season. They don't do well in captivity and need a varied diet. Family and friends first wondered whether the path she chose was the right one. But Janita says people telling her she can't do something makes her try even harder.
And then it goes like to the point that you need to kind of fake it till you make it. So like I'm not always like good. I fail all the time, and like but you need to be kind of really stubborn and you just keep going. I always say to people that I have a patience to wait for years for something to become amazing.
Does Janita have any advice for someone thinking about making their own dream come true?
I feel like the best way to actually learn something is just by doing it.
Janita says you may fail many times, but those are just stepping stones on the way to mastery.